time to start doing a little bit of tansy. What is tansy? I just Googled dancing in Russian, and Google gave me tansy.
Tansy.
And I haven't lost my mind. We're going to Wilder, that's why I'm talking about this. Wilder, who of course is joined by these lovely Russian women. He's learning how to dance today.
I am. I'm going to be learning some moves a little later in the morning, but for now I'm just leaving it up to the professionals. And I have a very young professional here, and this is Natalia. She has founded this place here in Côte Saint-Luc. And first I want to talk to my buddy Stefan here. Now I saw you before the commercial break, buddy. You were pretty good at it. You got some nice moves out there. How long have you been dancing for?
Well, 3 years.
3 years, and you're 9 years old. So wow, that's 3 years of dancing. That's great. That's more experience than I have. I'm not a very good dancer.
Okay.
What do you like about dancing?
Well, there's a lot of moves that you can do, and when you do the moves, everybody's looking at you, and you're the star of the show, and yeah.
All eyes on you, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool. When I do Gangnam Style, people laugh, and the eyes turn away from me. They don't like my Gangnam Style. Can you do that?
Yes, I can.
Okay, we're going to let you go and join your friends over here. Do you want to go over there with your friends? I'm going to talk to Natalia for a second. Nice to meet you, and thanks for having us so early in the morning here.
Thank you. It's very good.
Now, what are we watching behind us here?
It's the dance. This is Saratov region. It's a special dance for only for these people who live in there. It's the center of the Russia, and we try to show in our program a lot of kind of style Russian dance because we are a big country.
And you guys perform all over for different crowds, all over Quebec and Canada, and everyone got dressed up for us this early in the morning, and they look great. The kids are so cute, and you're going to be teaching me some moves a little bit later in the morning. Do you think that you're going to be able to teach me something?
Yeah,
okay,
we are ready.
Okay. You're very confident, and I like that. I'll send it back to the studio. Guys, I think they got a lot more work than they think they do.
Spasiba, Wilder. Spasiba.
And
thank you.
Yes.
It's my Russian.
And way to learn how to tansy. They do have a challenge because those women were very elegant and graceful.
Yes.
And as we like to say here in the show, Wilder is more of a box type person.
Hey, well, that'll be entertaining later. Let's talk entertainment right now because we'll stick to the Olympic theme. And there's Olympians on the new issue of Hello Canada. Plus, blogger Perez Hilton. Well, he could be in some trouble. Here's Russian dancing. I can't wait to see that, Wilder.
Okay, I'm trying my best to keep up with these little Russian dancers here. They've been teaching me some moves, okay, and I'm working on something very special for you guys here in Côte Saint-Luc. They are so cute, aren't they? We're going to come back a little bit later to me, but first we got to check in with Joanne with all of your headline news. Come on back now.
CVD.
And I'm heading outdoors. I'll tell you how it is outside.
Heading outdoors. Well, don't forget your umbrella because I just looked outside and it's already raining.
Yes, it is.
All right, from the rain to something beautiful. Look at these young ladies.
Oh, wow.
Wilder Weir is learning how to dance some Russian moves, and I think he's about to learn from the best.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, listen, Joanne, they have taught me a few moves, and that's coming up a little bit later. But first, I just want to talk to Daria for a little bit. And how long have you been dancing for?
I've been dancing here for about 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. And you guys have been able to perform in different countries. You were in Mexico recently?
Mexico and Peru for international dance festivals.
Oh my God. So what was that experience like?
It's fun to see how other people do dances just like us, but from different countries, and get to dance all together.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so now we're just kind of wrapping up the dance over here, and now I think it's my time to perform here. This is a little nerve-wracking. Daria, let me know if I'm doing okay, okay? Where do I go? Here? Yes. Yes, okay. Woo! All right, here we go. I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm trying to give a little play-by-play here, but I got to keep the numbers in my head. Wait. Okay, here's the best part. This is where the boys kick in here. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling limber this morning, guys. I'm telling you, feeling very limber. Woo. It's tough to do this in tight jeans, let me tell you. Woo. We're here in, I'm not even going to try. Here in Côte Saint-Luc, Russian dancing, obviously a celebration of the Sochi Olympics, and we're going to send it back to the studio for now. Lots more to come. Way to go, everybody! Woohoo!
Wow. First of all, Wilder's winded just from that move. Second of all, you guys went to work out yesterday, and you're both in pain, so he's dying.
I'm looking forward to asking about you. I'm feeling after this. All right, that is your entertainment for now, everyone. We're going to turn things back to Wilder now. He's been in fine company all morning, learning how to Russian dance. Wilder.
That's right, Alex. Well, the closing ceremonies of the Sochi Games are obviously taking place on Sunday, rapidly closing in. So we thought, hey, what better a spot than to come and check out some Russian dancing here in Côte Saint-Luc. I've tried my best to do a little bit of dancing, but with these tight jeans on, it's a little bit tough. I'm going to be talking with some of the kids after the break, so you're going to want to stick around for that. You're on Breakfast Television on City.
Wilder's learning how to Russian dance with these adorable little munchkins.
That's right, Joanne. I am the lord of the Russian dance this morning. I've tried my best, you know, to keep up with these kids, these talented kids. And we're seeing Stefan. He's in the red shirt. Look at him in the front row there. There he goes. We talked to him a little earlier in the show. Very talented young man. And now I'm standing with his dad, who's also named Stefan, and thank you so much for talking with us and being here so early in the morning.
Well, I'm just a proud father this morning, let me tell you.
I bet. Your son's very talented. He's obviously better than me, but that's not saying much. I almost ripped my jeans a little earlier trying to dance, yeah.
Well, you know, I suggested they should have put you in the traditional costume, eh? You would have blended in a lot better.
I know. Well, they only had female costumes, so that would have been a little bit strange. But hey, I've done worse. Listen, I wanted to ask you just about the culture of Russian dance. Your wife is Russian, and she was like, this would be a great way for Stefan to meet people and obviously to keep the Russian culture alive.
Oh, indeed. Like it becomes like a social point for them. Like they go to Russian school on Saturdays. His mama is Russian, but of course now it's a good, excellent way to meeting other Russians to keep the culture alive. I mean, it's part of being Canadian.
Oh, absolutely. And so you're a professor at the University of Montreal. Yeah. And so this is what a learning process this is too. I mean, these steps are pretty complicated.
Oh, I know. I mean, at the beginning, I was looking at the project of getting him involved into Russian dancing with interest, but very fast, like they started doing some of the stuff that you see, in the Russian professional dance troupe.
Do you dance at all, Stefan?
Oh, not at all. I mean, it comes from the mother. For sure.
It takes a lot of rhythm and a lot of time, and listen, we're here all morning. I might try a couple more moves, maybe not as crazy as I was a little bit earlier. I'll send it back to the studio for now, guys.
Wilder, we're lacking timing or rhythm for the Russians.
It's his physique. It's his physique. We
love you, Wilder.
Can I just say,
we appreciate the effort.
Of course. And I had to go to Greek dancing classes on every Sunday. I had Greek school on Saturdays, Greek dancing on Sundays. So I know those kids are working hard.
Well, now that you've said that, you can eventually show us here on the show.
I'll totally show, and I'll teach Wilder. But I have to say, those kids can't go to school after that because they're going to be exhausted. We're making them dance for 3 hours.
But they're young. They have lots of energy.
CBD.
CBD, are we dancing in the rain today?
Wilder, back to you. Sorry, it's raining hard.
No, hey, no worries. It's getting a little loud in here as well. Catherine, listen, gearing up for the closing ceremonies at the Sochi Games on Sunday. We're doing a little bit of Russian dancing, and of course, I'm going to give this a shot a little bit later in the show. But first, we're going over to Alex in the studio.
Wilder, I am looking forward to seeing now. We saw a little bit of your talent for Russian dancing, and we want to get to see a little more in just a few moments from now. We're going to join Joanne, and here she is standing by for one last look at news.
Situations where he has to be bendy and stretchy because he's not. So take it away, Wilder.
Hey, listen, spasiba, guys. Thank you for coming back to me, and thank you for having us here so early in the morning. This is Daria, and we have a performance going on to my right. These kids have been here all morning, and I gotta say, they're working really hard. They're rehearsing in between the commercial breaks, but we had to take a quick break. So can you say, stay tuned to Breakfast Television?
Yeah, оставайтесь с нами на Breakfast Television.
What she said. Come on back. Stay tuned to City, everybody.
And we are getting ready to throw things back to Wilder Weir.
Yes.
And these adorable Russian dancers, all I remember is spasiba.
Which is thank you,
Yes.
Joanne.
Well, hey, do I ever have a surprise for you guys? Now, the kids here in Côte St. Luc have been practicing this dance all morning. This is the big one. And I'm standing with Daria again, who's been a dancer now for 6 years. And you were telling me before the break that, you know, you're watching these younger kids, and this is stuff that you kind of grew up with, right?
Yeah, these are dances that I have danced 6 years ago, and it's fun to see other kids doing it now.
And you guys compete. You guys get to travel. You go to Mexico, these cool places, and you get to meet other teams. And just tell me a bit about that experience.
It's really fun to see other people do what we do, people that love to dance and do what they like to do. So it's fun to see other people.
Great, and it's great. And a lot of these kids take Russian classes every week as well, along with their dancing, and obviously to keep the Russian culture alive and keep it strong in Montreal. Now, I know you don't want me to say the F word, which is, of course, Finland. But you were telling me that you watched the game and you were kind of watching on your phone during class, right?
Yeah, so we were all sitting, there were 2 Russians in my class, and we were both sitting on our phones under our desk watching the hockey game and reacting to all of the goals that Finland was doing. So it was a pretty good game, but I guess that's how it ended. So.
Well, it's been a great game, and obviously the closing ceremony is taking place on Sunday. Thank you so much for this. And we are coming up to the very end of this dance, and it's pretty special, so you're going to want to stick around and watch this. I even know when it's coming, because I've seen it so many times in rehearsal. Here it comes. Any second now. My favorite part. Hey! All right. Thank you, everybody here, all the parents behind me. They're all videotaping and taking pictures, and all the kids. Thank you so, so much, and have a great weekend, everybody. Send it back to the studio for now.
Wow.
Hey!
Right. Yes. Oh, that was so cute this morning. Hey, and of course, this morning we sent Wilder, to a Russian dancing class, inspired by the Olympic Games. So why? Before we go to break,
yes,
let's
check
have a look at the medal standings, since the show also is almost ready to wrap up here.